And there it is. It's official. Zach Keister is alrighty, guys. So it is time to take a look at the big transactions around the league going into, would it be year number 5, I believe? There's a lot of things changing in this league. A lot of structure is changing. And we're going to start off with the latest news. The Pittsburgh Steelers releasing cornerback Luke Crown right before free agency, getting out of that contract. Jacob Johnson has been released by the Chicago Bears. Lane McAllister for a subscriber. Now, we're only going to be covering subscribers, guys, by the way. So any name that I say, that is a subscriber. That way I don't have to keep saying it. Lane McAllister signed with Chicago for 4 years for $39.2 million. Moving on to the next one, Billy Xavier re-signed as well. So Chicago trying to keep a lot of the subscribers there. They pay this guy big money. Left in Billy Xavier, who was a beast for the regular season. And then they also get Patrick Shivers to a 6-year deal. This was the guy they paid the most, $118. They still have Trey Wright and all that, but yeah, so they do end up keeping some subscribers, but we all know there's some that they didn't re-sign, like Zach Keister. Moving on to Miami, they do re-sign Al Buckner to a 2-year deal, and they had to franchise tag Tyreek Whitehead, as those two could not actually get on the same queue for a salary. Tyreek said, hey, I play out here for this team every single day. I put my heart and sweat and blood and tears into it. I just want the right amount of money. And Miami couldn't really pay him enough. He said he was going to test free agency. So they were quick to franchise tag him for 1 more year. So they'll have another season to try and get that money correct for Tyreek. He will be getting paid $30.4 million this season, though. Moving on, we do get to see some news. This is new to me. Juju Smith retires. Okay. Moving on. I know there's some more subscribers out here somewhere. Let's take a look at what everybody's waiting for. And that's the free agency. That's what's going to be happening in today's episode. Free agency. We're going to take a look at who is where, who's negotiating, but who is available. And number 1 on the market, Zach Keister. And there's one team trying to get him. As we all know, chances are he will be end up signing with Arizona. And they're trying to pay him, well, I'm not too sure. It doesn't really tell us. It just tells us what a fair offer is. So we'll end up finding out what he's worth. Then we take a look at Jake, the next up, the guy from Dallas. It looks like he could be going possibly to the LA Rams. We'll have to see. Either spot where he lands there would be nice. I would actually like to see him in the Rams uni, because could you imagine him going up against Zach Keister 2 times a year? That would be pretty fun. And then Blake West. These 2 guys are buddies. Blake West looks like he could be going to Seattle. I think if there's anywhere he lands, I do hope it's Seattle, because that's another deadly defensive threat that Zach Keister. Possibly a rivalry there with those guys. Christian Green. This is a subscriber, right guard, who was in Miami. This is a big loss for Miami, man. Miami, I think they missed their opportunity. They look like they're crumbling now, and he could possibly be going to LA as well. That'll help LA. LA trying to make another Super Bowl push. Ryan Cogswell, this was one of my wide receivers that I ended up losing. I'm going to probably try and get him back. He is 29, but he is a superstar, and I want him back on the team. So I'll probably be trying to make a deal. Then there's Jacob Johnson, Arizona trying to get him as well. We'll see, though. Right now, nobody else bidding on him. Jaden King III. He was a quarterback for the New York Giants for a long time. He is a free agent, and he's got 3 teams going after him. Looks like probably Buffalo could get him, but LA's still there. He'll be making bank, though, either way. And then we have Luke Crown, who has 3 different teams. He could land in Arizona with Ryan Mackey, which I really would love to see. But he could possibly land in New England or Seattle. We'll just have to see what happens. And that is all the subscribers, I do believe. This is going to be an interesting one. What we are going to do now is literally sim it to the next week. And I get with you guys as soon as we do that, guys. So there it is. Let's see what happens, guys. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's find out. Force advance. Shabam. There it is. What's going to happen here in the off season of year number 4, I believe. I don't know how. I can't remember. I have so much crap going on. We did get everybody that we went for. We got. So that's our signings for the year here in Atlanta. Now we're going to be focusing on the draft. We got George Kittle for 1 year just to help us at that tight end spot for now. We got the left guard, right guard, and we got Ryan Cogswell back on a long-term deal. And our offense is at a 95. We're looking good, okay? But now it's time to see what the heck's actually going on. This isn't about a rebuild in this series. This is about what is going on in the league. You see it. Zach Keister is no longer available. Neither is a lot of these players. We are about to find out when we go straight to league signings. Here we go. And there it is. It's official. Zach Keister is an Arizona Cardinal. Congratulations. There was a lot of talk where he wanted to get in that deal. I don't know the contract deal quite yet. I don't believe that is the deal that you're seeing right there, the fair deal. We'll have to take a look and see how much he is actually getting paid. Next up, Jake is a LA Ram. Congratulations, this man right here. It even looks like the Rams upped their money. They wanted to make sure they got that strong safety. They end up exactly doing that, and he will be seeing Zach Keister every year, 2 times, and this is going to be awesome. These guys had a beef before, the Dallas defense and Zach. So this is an awesome signing for the Rams. They already know that they're a Super Bowl team. They've made a push to the Super Bowl, and now they make that defense even stronger. 2 very good stills from this division. This division's looking strong. Next up, Greg Foster does sign with Detroit. That's not a subscriber, so I just want to cover it because he was a big part of the series. Next up, Blake West goes with Buffalo. Okay. So Blake West, as my phone goes off, Blake West goes with Buffalo. I don't know if I like that. I would have liked to seen him with Seattle, but it is what it is. I can't wait to see this guy. We're definitely going to be watching him. He is a big part of the series. He ends up going with Buffalo, man. We haven't really heard too much of Buffalo, so maybe this will turn that around. Next up, subscriber right guard Christian Green ends up going with LA, and LA makes 2 big signings. 2 big signings right there. That will help the rookie quarterback with protection, and it'll help the running back. I'm not too sure who the running back is out in LA. Now, this is the big question. Did Zach Keister get his best friend, Jacob Johnson? Let's find out. He did. Jacob Johnson is an Arizona Cardinal. Congratulations as well. So, Arizona making big moves. So far, as we've covered this, as my phone keeps going off, I'm going to have to turn it down as everyone just keeps texting me. Okay. So far, I would say the Arizona Cardinals and the Rams have won this free agency so far. You guys let me know. Next up, Daryl Smith. I don't believe that is a subscriber, so we're going to keep moving. Next up in subscribers is quarterback Jaden King III, and I'm really excited to see where this kid lands. Where did he land? Let's find out. Ooh, the Denver Broncos. Jaden King moves over to the Denver Broncos. All I know about that division is you got Jamie Bell with the Oakland Raiders. You have Rylan Brown as the Chargers quarterback. So, and then of course the Chiefs. I think Patrick Mahomes is he may have retired. I'm not too sure, but yeah, that's an interesting division that could be on the rise with Jaden King going over there. Next up, if Arizona was able to get Luke Crown, I think that they've won this whole free agency, because that would give them Zach Keister, Jacob Johnson, and Luke Crown. That's overpowered. Let's find out, and it has happened. Luke Crown is now an Arizona Cardinal. Congratulations. I don't know what to say. That's a deadly free agency right there. Luke Crown, Zach Keister, and Jacob Johnson are now Arizona Cardinals, and Arizona's looking good. All right, so here we go. We have the final what would you call it? I don't know. Free agency outcome. Anyways, let's take a look at where those guys went that we were looking at as far as other subscribers. So, Jarrett Montgomery, you ended up in Detroit. Let's see. Jacob Kirkley ends up in Oakland. Could possibly help out Jimmy Bell out there. Ethan Gatchell ends up in Cincinnati. And I do believe that is everybody as far as subscribers go. For right now, you never know. There still could be some change-ups here before the next year starts. But right now, that is it. I mean, this has been what happens. The next episode will be the NFL draft. We won't hop straight into the draft. We will talk about some of the players that are available. We'll get to know our rookie subscribers joining the league, and I'll even have my own personal mock draft of like the top 10 players I think are going to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been a crazy off season already. A lot of big changes are coming to the league. This may be the last season we do before Madden 21 drops. I'm not too sure. You guys let me know on what you think about that. But as always, I'll see you on the next one. I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.